Once you've got the narrower stance, okay, this being too wide meant your knee was going towards the ball, yeah? So your knee would go towards the ball. There's no real shift in the downswing. Now as you start coming back, you try and start the downswing, but now you can't get yourself back to the goal ball. Now your arms are stalling you. Now you're staying back behind the goal ball. There's your impact, yeah? Hands are probably back behind the ball a little bit. Head's cranking this way. That looks to me as someone just going to hit it very high, yeah? As you said you were. Launch it up in the air, and then you can't really get onto your left side. I mean, you never really get your left leg vertical until... Never, yeah? So you never really get on that left side, okay? Now, this was a chippier swing, so admittedly, there's going to be less force throwing you back. But again, a little bit of initial... You move. A little bit of shift this way. Now as you start turning... There you go, you see? So you're starting to move that way. Now again, there are going to be times you move too early or too much or too late or not enough. You just got to find that middle ground. So when you come into impact, there's your impact. A bit more of that reverse K, yeah? Rather than being hanging back. And then when you turn to the golf ball now, you're able to get onto your left side, look a little bit more over on that left foot rather than, I mean, that there, if we take away that there, if I look at that there now, I think he's teeing off with his driver, yeah? Just looks like you sort of just hung back on it and launching up in the air really high, which is all right for a driver. Must have good with 7 or an 8 anyway, because you want to be coming down with a bit more compressed angle of attack on that. So you've got to get that sensation. The lower half and the body are moving to this side, this foot early, yeah? Then the hip rotates. It was kind of like a move a little bit, and then it rotates. And as it starts rotating, it's kind of moving around and going back towards target, yeah? And that's kind of the movement that you're going to put into the game. So if you don't actually where your hip's going now, if we sort of track your hip movement, it's moved a little bit there. Now as it starts rotating, then your hips are going to start moving towards target. So it's kind of going here and around and then that way, yeah? And that's how your hips are going to be moving, and that's where the shift of weight comes from. It's not the shift of weight starts at the top of the backswing, or as you even said, starts from here, because you try and start it here now, yeah, you ain't getting there. But as your club is coming down now, you're already on your left side, aren't you? Yeah. Now again, as I said, it was a shorter swing, a little bit more chippier, but at least from here now, because you've got on your left side, when the arms start coming down and providing that speed, you can just stay where you are, because your arms are coming fast this way. Every action's got an equal and opposite reaction, yeah? You heard that phrase before, I'm sure. That coming down fast, that's going to go that way. So when you see the tour players on TV with their head staying still, they're not trying to keep it still. They're fighting forces that know their head's going to get thrown backwards. So, okay, I've got to move against that. So if you try and keep your head still or keep your head down, you end up going back this way. And you hit the ground behind the ball at the high ones, yeah? Or the worst golf ball, he just tops it, yeah? All right, does that make sense, buddy? Yeah? So a little bit narrower in, come here. A little bit narrow in setup, okay? Initial trigger to start to that right-hand side, so there's a little bit less movement now in the lower half, so you're moving to this right side. As you get to somewhere in and around this area of the backswing, that's when there's going to be a shift to that left side, yeah? So your movement, or I guess the start of the downswing isn't when you get to the top of the backswing here. You're almost starting your downswing by virtue of the shift here, as your club is still effectively moving back towards target, yeah? That makes sense, yeah? So you're not actually, it's almost like a downswing and a backswing are all blended together. It's not kind of two separate moves of here's the backswing and here's the downswing, yeah? Okay, mate? And then obviously when you get on that left side, you're going to be a bit more there rather than there. Yeah? Yeah. I just looks like it's very hard for your legs to move when they're that wide, yeah? Hurt yourself. Okay, mate? Good stuff.